Thank you for your interest in Black Tiger's weapons program. What is HEMA, and how is HEMA practiced at Black Tiger? HEMA stands for Historical European Martial Arts. It includes a very wide range of fighting styles and includes weapons of all types, primarily various swords and daggers, but also empty-hand fighting techniques. Within the HEMA community, some folks focus on certain regional styles, such as Italian, German, Spanish, etc., and on certain time periods, for instance, 17th century Spanish or Renaissance Italian. Some people also only study certain masters and manuscripts, and yet others study a wide range of the old masters. Here at Black Tiger, we study a wide range of HEMA, but focus primarily on La Verdadera Destreza, which roughly translates to the true art, which comes from the Spanish schools. It is characterized by its well-known casual, 90-degree guard position, with the weapon being held out parallel to the floor, its heavy application of angles and footwork, and its use of various blades, such as rapier, saber, daggers and knives. Where Black Tiger differs from many HEMA schools, however, is that we are focused on what are the most effective techniques to use in combat, not on following one single school. We do not adhere to any one style, we use what works and reject the rest. We train in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, wrestling, and Muay Thai, because those styles work in the octagon and in the street. To be blunt, you just will never see a traditional martial artist be successful in the ring. You will see people in the fighting ring, advertising their backgrounds in the traditional arts, but if you watch them train, they have made the switch to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, wrestling, Muay Thai. Our instructors grew up in various traditional martial arts, and hold multiple black belts in traditional arts, like Taekwondo, Karate, and Kung Fu, and we all consider the years spent with that training only of value, because it captured and focused our attention on the martial arts in general. As training for real fights and self-defense, we all view that training as a waste of our time. Don't get us wrong, we can find value in those traditional arts, but not as any sort of training for the street or the ring. We train with the techniques of HEMA for much the same reason we train in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, wrestling, and Muay Thai kickboxing. Because HEMA arose out of war and combat, and the techniques reflect that, but we never train techniques simply because they are in a book. The techniques must work under live pressure. If they do not, we don't use them. There are many HEMA techniques that were developed for limited rules dueling, and many of those are designed to essentially score points, and not significant, fight-ending, cuts or thrusts. You will not see us performing katas, or forms, or engaging in hours of flow drills. There is a value to flow drills, but not in the way we usually see people using them. You will see us drilling blade work, hour after hour, on the same techniques that lead to landing good cuts and thrusts on a resisting, fast-moving person. Weapons, just like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, it trained with stepped or progressive resistance. A real attacker is going to resist your effort 100%. If you want to learn how to fight, you must practice fighting against someone who is fighting back. Stepped or progressive resistance allows everyone, regardless of experience, to do this in a safe, fun training environment. We train to be effective in the street environment, then adjust the training for students who wish to enter sporting competitions. Not the other way around. To be blunt, if you are practicing weapons, and have only seen or practiced takedowns and grappling at a seminar, then your training is lacking. Almost all the HEMA treatises include wrestling, takedowns, and disarms, but we do not see them practiced very often at other schools on a regular basis. At Black Tiger, you will learn that sometimes it is more effective and safer to close the distance and finish the fight with grappling, especially when blades are involved. This may be counterintuitive to you, but if so, it is probably because of a gap in your training. The endgame of weapons training at Black Tiger is not to have someone become an expert at rapier, or knife, or saber fighting, but rather to allow someone to pick up virtually any item, be it a stick, a piece of broken glass, a tree limb, a piece of metal, or just about anything, and know how to expertly use it for self-defense. If weapons training is something you are interested in, then you should consider applying for membership at Black Tiger. Contact us today by phone at 847-406-7079, by email at blacktigerfightclub@gmail.com, or by message on Facebook. We look forward to speaking to you.